Iconic albums, deep dive into classics. Welcome back to Harmony's Histories, where we explore the stories behind the music that shapes our world. Today, we're diving deep into some of the most iconic albums of all time, uncovering the magic, the struggles, and the legacies that have made them timeless. Let's start with an album that changed the landscape of rock music forever. The Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. Released in the early 70s, this masterpiece is not just an album, it's an experience. With its seamless transitions between tracks and profound themes exploring mental health, time, and existence, it has captivated listeners for generations. The album's innovative use of studio effects and synthesizers created a sound that was groundbreaking for its time. We'll discuss the creative process behind it, including how the band used the studio as an instrument itself and the impact it had on the music industry. Next, we turn to Abbey Road by the Beatles. This album marked the end of an era for the band, showcasing their evolution as artists. With tracks like Come Together and Here Comes the Sun, it encapsulates the spirit of the late 60s. We'll delve into the recording sessions that took place in the famous Abbey Road studios, exploring the tensions and collaborations that defined this period for the band. The iconic cover art, featuring the band crossing the street, has become one of the most recognizable images in music history. We'll discuss its significance and how it reflects the cultural shifts of the time. Another classic we can't overlook is Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. Released in the late 70s, this album is often hailed as one of the best-selling records of all time. The personal stories behind the songs, filled with heartbreak and drama, mirror the band's own tumultuous relationships. We'll explore how the band managed to turn their struggles into art, creating a sound that resonates with listeners on a deeply emotional level. The harmonies and arrangements in songs like Go Your Own Way and Dreams are masterclasses in songwriting that continue to inspire musicians today. Shifting gears, let's discuss The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. This groundbreaking album redefined hip-hop and R&B, blending genres in a way that had never been done before. Lauryn Hill's powerful lyrics and soulful melodies tackle themes of love, identity, and societal issues. We'll take a closer look at how Hill drew from her own experiences to create a work that is both personal and universally relatable. The impact of this album on future generations of artists cannot be overstated, as it paved the way for a new wave of female voices in music. Lastly, we cannot forget Back in Black by AC/DC. This album is a celebration of rock and roll, showcasing the band's high-energy sound and unforgettable riffs. Released after the tragic loss of lead singer Bon Scott, it serves as both a tribute and a new beginning for the band. We'll explore how the band channeled their grief into creating some of the most iconic rock anthems of all time. The album's legacy continues to influence rock musicians and remains a staple at parties and sporting events around the world. As we wrap up our deep dive into these iconic albums, it's clear that each one tells a unique story filled with creativity, struggle, and triumph. These works are not just music, they are cultural landmarks that have shaped the course of history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through music history. If you enjoyed today's exploration of iconic albums, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Harmony's Histories for more deep dives into the music that has shaped our world. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these albums in the comments below. What's your favorite classic album? Until next time, keep the music alive.